Good morning dear students, welcome to Narayana live classes. Today I am going to explain 13th dated assignment. The topic is tissues. Now the first question, it asks which tissue protects entire animal body? Entire animal body is protected by which kind of tissue? The answer is epithelial tissue. Epithelial tissue protects the entire animal body, that means it acts as a skin, and then it protects the entire animal body from mechanical injury, infections, everything. Now the second question, it is asking classify epithelial tissues on the basis of arrangement of layers. In how many layers the epithelial tissues are present, on that basis we have to classify. Now the answer is epithelial tissue is classified into two types on the basis of arrangement of layers. The first one is the simple epithelial tissue, that means it consists of only one layer of tissue. The second one is stratified epithelium, that means it consists of layers, many layers, that means strata. So that is why the name is stratified epithelium, that is basically present in our skin, which consists of many layers. Now the third question, give one example each of the location of the following tissues in our body. First one is the squamous epithelium. The answer to that is lung, that is inside the lung in the alveoli. The alveoli are the basic unit of lung which get filled with the gases. So that alveoli consists of the squamous epithelium tissue. Why is it present over there? Since they are flat, they have flat surface which help in the easy exchange of gases. The second question, columnar epithelium, where it is present in our body. So that columnar epithelium is present throughout the entire alimentary canal. Why is it present? Since that columnar epithelium, as and where it is required, it changes its shape, turns into that is actually glandular epithelial. Some columnar epithelium tissues have modified shape into glandular epithelium, which secretes various enzymes and digestive juices which are required for the purpose of digestion. So columnar epithelium tissues are present throughout the entire alimentary canal. Now the next question, which type of epithelium is present in the organs where exchange of substances takes place? Okay, so the organs where exchange of substances takes place, which type of epithelium is present? The answer is squamous epithelium. Okay, squamous, since it has flat surfaces, it consists of flat cells like this. The cells are flat with many shapes, and these flat surfaces, it actually helps in the exchange of substances. That is why squamous epithelium is present. Now the fifth question, which type of tissue is most abundant in animals? The most abundant tissue in animals, the answer is connective tissue. Why connective tissue? Since it connects the all body parts. The example of connective tissue, bones, blood. Blood has to transport all the nutrients, bone provides the framework, shape. So that is why connective tissue is most abundant in animals. Now the next question, question number 6, give one example of the connective tissue in which matrix is solid. Now the answer to that question is bone. We know very well that the basic speciality of all the connective tissue are that they have a matrix. It is of different kinds, solid, liquid or gel-like. But bone is a hard connective tissue in which the matrix is hard. So the answer is bone. Now the next question, it asks which type of connective tissue is present in the hump of camel and blubber of whale. In the hump, that is the raised surface of the camel, and we know that that stores fat. Okay, so the tissue which stores fat is adipose tissue. So the answer for question number 7 is that adipose tissue is present in the hump of the camel and blubber of the whale, since it is a fat storing tissue. Now the next question, question number 8, it is asking which connective tissue connects bone to the other bone. Okay, so ligament, we know very well that ligament is the connective tissue which connects one bone to the other bone, that is basically present at joints, so it allows the movement. Now the next question is that give 2 examples of the cartilage. Where are the cartilage present in our body? So the examples are tip of the nose and external ear, pinna. So tip of the nose, students, if you will touch, it feels soft. That means cartilage is present. Cartilage is commonly actually termed as soft bone. So at the tip of our nose and the external ear, okay, the external portion of the ear is termed as pinna. That consists of cartilage. So we can twist our ear now. So that is the answer, that cartilage is present over there. Now the next question, what is the function of WBC? That means white blood cells. So the function of WBC is to provide the immunity to the body by protecting against the infections. White blood cells, they protect our body from the infections. They actually are termed as soldiers of our body. Now the next question, question number 11, what is the function of the RBC? Okay, so we know very well that RBC contains the pigment which is termed as hemoglobin. That is why, due to the presence of that pigment RBC, that means red blood cells, have red color due to the presence of hemoglobin. But this is not the entire function to provide red color. Hemoglobin combines with the oxygen, and then by this way RBCs transport that oxygen to the entire body. The oxygen which we take inside, that is transported with the help of hemoglobin present in the RBC. Next question, what is the function of blood platelets? So blood platelets, they actually help in clotting of blood at the site of the injury. Wherever you get cut, it automatically heals after some time due to the presence of the blood platelets. So students, I hope you have understood today's assignment very well. Thank you for watching the video. Thank you so much.